iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts,
playlists, and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Look, it's been a big year so far for Robert Irwin, from bearing it all for Bonds to shimming his way onto the dance floor for the US version of Dancing with the Stars, which kicks off in September. But he's back on home soil, and this time he's behind the lens to launch the Crikey photography competition. Robert Irwin,
Here he is.
hello.
Hey guys, it's so good to see you. It's good to chat. How have you been?
We've been pretty good. Your life has just exponentially exploded, and I was reading the other day that people are seeing you in a very different way, and particularly in the States since your undies shoot, and you're too scared to look at your DMs right now.
That is true. Yeah, I have been very light on the DMs currently, but you know, it's funny. I just took my niece to Disneyland a couple of days ago with the family, and it was a different experience. You know, I used to be able to walk around, and I can't do that anymore, and it's a different thing. And I've always sort of grown up being in the public eye, but this is definitely kind of a different level. But you know, it can be challenging to navigate. But I think for me, I am just so happy that there's more people than ever that are listening to my message, which is wildlife conservation. I am through and through an animal and conservation advocate, and our world needs animal advocates more than ever before. Our environment needs people to stand up. And, you know, I truly mean it when I say I absolutely love any opportunity to talk to you guys. You're the absolute best of the best, and we think the world of it.
Well, you're saving the endangered one ab at a time. Let's talk about those abs for a lot of people would say there was a bit of highlighter on there, Rob. Is that true? Was there a little bit of contouring? Is that you?
No, I worked too dang hard to have any sort of Photoshop.
And I believe that. I believe that.
No Photoshop involved. Okay. No airbrushing. Definitely not.
Are you satisfied with that answer, Amanda? That was a question from Amanda. She said, just ask that question.
Actually, I was interested. You just said before you're happy to highlight the animals. It was obviously a decision that you would pose with a snake and with spiders and not cute, cuddly animals that people associate with Australia. Obviously a deliberate choice to say we support all wildlife.
That is exactly why I did it, Amanda. That's exactly why I did it. I love my crocodiles. I love my spiders. I love my snakes. To me, the crocodile is as much an Australian icon as the kangaroo, 100%. You can't go and give them a cuddle, but it doesn't mean they're not still awesome. So I really wanted to exemplify that. And when Bond said, hey, we want you to do this shoot with us, I was like, oh, that's amazing and such an iconic Aussie staple. But I went, mate, I don't really get my gear off. It's not really what I do. And they went, no, you'll be covered in animals. You'll be right. I'm like, okay, sign me up. Let's go. So it was cool. And now, you know, I was just in the States, and the amount of people that are talking about the animals as part of that campaign, that was the takeaway, was the animals. And that's what I wanted to achieve. I want to get wildlife into people's hearts, into people's living rooms, just like my dad did, you know, in a bit of a different way. There was no way in the world he was going to do that. You know, he was going to keep a good solid layer of khaki on, fair enough. But you know what? I was ready to just go for it. Bear it all. Let's go. And
now on the dance floor, the DF, you've got...
the old DF.
So yes. Bindi, she you were 12 when Bindi went on it all those years ago. Can you beat Bindi? Can you go further than Bindi?
You can. Well, she won.
She won, that's right. So you've got to double beat Bindi. Sorry, that makes no sense.
To me, there's no competition. How could there be? I mean, you'll never top that. I mean, I come into this with the sense that I want to bring, you know, that Irwin energy that she brought. I want to bring it back into the ballroom, and that's what I'm excited for. And
probably best not to mention ballroom just after your underpants chat.
That's true.
Let's move to the Crikey photography competition. Are you judging? Yes. What's your role here?
I am. So I and our wonderful team here at Australia Zoo have kind of been the masterminds behind really something. It's become quite a passion project. And so I've always loved it. Most of my best mates are photographers. And so we wanted to create something for the world. We get thousands of entries every corner of the world, every age, that are putting in their best photos and using that to spread a conservation message. Because, it's part of our Crikey magazine. So you get to make the cover of Crikey magazine, which goes out to, a bunch of different countries, thousands and thousands of people. And there's a bunch of cool prizes as well, but it's a really good way to spread that message.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a harsh judge. I'm looking for excellence, and I so far have not been disappointed. Okay. It is really wonderful to see the caliber of entries.
And no doubt you would have got some odd photos coming in on your DMs, I'd imagine, but they wouldn't be fit.
They're not going to make the cover
fit for any publication that doesn't go in a brown paper bag.
Yeah, those are not
for publication.
No. You have to enter your photos via the Australia Zoo website, not Robert Irwin's direct messages. Yes.
Robert, it's always great to talk to you. For details and to enter the Crikey photography competition, head to australiazoo.com.au. Say hi to your mum and your sis and the rest of the clan. Thank you for joining us.
Lots of love to you, Robert.
Hey, love you guys. Good on you. Great to chat.
You
Go
too.
well.
Bye-bye.